I am Dia and I am 11 years old and I am currently in year 7.
Last year I did my 11 plus, got offered a place at many schools.
Previously, I just did my 11 plus and I am now going to a private school, which I really enjoy.
And this year, in September, I'm excited to go to a new grammar school.
I understand that many people who are going to be doing their 11 plus schooling may feel quite nervous and it's quite stressful.
I know some children will be really worrying about their 11 plus that's going to happen this year.
But do not worry, because I'm here to share my skills with you and I hope I can help you.
That's why today I'm here to share my skills in this video.
11 plus Mathematics. This video is suitable for those who are sitting for grammar and independent school exams with CEM or GL Assessment. In maths, there are 3 types of questions come in the 11 plus exam. 1. Short maths, this is a MCQ type questions. 2. Standard maths, this is simple reasoning questions where student need to work out the answer. 3. Long maths, this is reasoning type questions where one scenario consists of several parts of questions, usually 3 to 4 parts. In this video we are going to do paper class on short maths, which contains 20 questions. Each question will read out by the tutor and students will first do it and one of the student will explain the method to do the question.
Hi everyone, thanks for coming for the second session. This is our paper 2 short maths MCQ. So today we are going to discuss 20 questions in 12 minutes with Angie. So unfortunately Dia is not attending today, so her birthday is today, she is celebrating. So we will see Dia and Anjali in the next session. So in this topic we are going to be concentrating the short maths, and the next 2 session is going to be a standard maths session, and after that we will concentrate the long maths session, right? So let's, Angie here. Angie, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, so for people who don't know me, hi, my name is Anjali. I'm in year 6 right now. Last year I took the 11 plus and now I'm going to go to a good school in September. I know some people will be stressed out about the exams, but you don't need to worry because today I'm going to be sharing my skills with you.
Thank you, Angie. So let's straight away we go into another paper. So each questions you need to be doing quickly. So Angie is going to be independently doing the question first, and after that she is going to be put a thumbs up once she finished, and we will go through the question and explain how effective you can do the question. Each question I'll put the time and you can see how quick Angie is doing. So first question, the weight of the empty basket is 200 gram. When it's half filled with the things, the weight of the basket is 3 kilogram. How much will the basket weigh when completely filled with the water? The time starts now. Brilliant. So 14 seconds she completed the first question. So I'll let Angie to take on and explain.
Okay, so the question's already saying that the basket is 200 grams when it's empty, and when it's half filled, it's 3 kilograms. So we know that the statistics of most of what's going to happen. So that means the items are going to be 3 kilograms minus 200 grams, because the basket's already weighing 200 grams and it's 3 kilograms is part of the weight of the basket. So 3 kilograms minus 200 grams is 2 kilograms and 800 grams. Okay, so now the question is asking how much when it's completely filled with water. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to add 3 kilograms onto this, because 3 kilograms is half of it, and then the rest of the half is 2 kilograms and 800 grams. So we need to add that on, so the answer is 5 kilograms and 800 grams.
Perfect answer. 5 kilogram 800 grams is the correct answer. So I will round the answer. C is the correct answer. So Angie is correct, saying 2 kilogram 800 grams is the half of the material. So if you double this one, that is going to be 5 kilograms 600 grams, if I am not mistaken. So because 2 times 800 is 1600, and 1 remaining, 2 times 2 4 plus 1 is 5 kilograms 600. But you need to add the basket's weight is 200. So 5 kilogram 800 grams is the correct answer for the first question. Right, now the question number 2, the average weight of the 6 students is 60 kilogram. When a 7th student is added, the average weight increased by 5 kilogram. What is the weight of the 7th student? The time starts now. Well done, Anjeem. So I'll let you explain.
Okay, so say the average weight is 60 kilograms of 6 students. So what I want to do first is I want to find the total amount of the 6 students, like how much they weigh in total. So what I'm going to do is times 60 by 6, which is equal to 360 kilograms. And now they're saying a 7th student added, the average weight increases by 5 kilograms, which means the average weight is now 65 kilograms, because we do 60 plus 5. So I want to do now is find this altogether amount now that the 7th child has been added. So I times it by 7. So what we get is 455 kilograms. Now what I'm going to do is subtract it to find the only child, because now I can find out the difference. 6 and 7 is 1. So I'm going to find out what the 7th child is. 455 minus 360. I'm going to do this in column method. 5 minus 0 is 5. 5 minus 6 is impossible, so you're going to get from the 1 and get 95. And then 3 minus 3 is 0. So the answer is 95 kilograms. D.
Perfect answer. I don't need to add anything. So if you want to find the total from the average or mean, you need to times the mean by the number of students. So 6 times 60 is a 6 total. 7 times 65 is 7 people's total. Difference between these two is the answer for the question. Question number 3, there's a number scale is given. Look at the line below. Here is the representation of the number 5, and the B is 5 4/5. What is the value of C? And the time starts now. Perfect. That is the good timing. So can you explain, Anji, please?
Okay, so I can see 5 and I can see 5 and 4/5. So what I did was I counted the number of lines in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 lines. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to think 10. 4 can't actually go into 10 because I want to try and find what each line is in the fractions. So 4 can't go into 10. Then I think maybe I can times by 2, maybe I can times by 3, I can times further. So 4 can actually go into 20, which is the next number. So I'm going to put 20 as a numerator because I'm going to just 4/5, I'm going to increase it. It's going to be 20, and then 4 times 5 is 20, so the behind is 25. Then I look. So if I go in each one of this 25, then I'm going to think, so it's going to go in 4s. 4, 8, no sorry, it's going to go in 2s. So 2, 4, 6, 8. When I look, C is 8, which means the answer is D. 5 and 8 over 25.
Perfect explanation. So what Anji did is the difference between 5 4/5 and the 5 is the 4/5. So the 4/5 she's making into equivalent fraction is 20 over 25. So 20 over 25, it's 10 division. So you divide by 10. So that is each section is 2/25. So each jump is 2/25. 4 jumps is 8/25. You add with 5 is 5, 8, 25, which is the fourth answer, is the D is the correct answer. And the question number 4. In the scale drawing, 20 centimeter represent 40 feet. Hint, 1 foot is 30 centimeter. What is the scale used to in the scale drawing? And and the time starts now. Perfect. And Angie has finished the question. Right, now let Angie explain, please.
Okay, so it says the scale drawing is 20 centimeters to 40 feet, and they've given a hint that 1 foot is 30 centimeters. So what I'm going to do first is change 40 feet into centimeters, so it's easy for me to divide and simplify it so I can find the scale. So 40, I've got to do 40 times 30, because 1 foot is 30 centimeters, and I've got the answer of 1,200. And then I'm going to put 20 colon 1,200 because I need to find the scale. I cut the zeros first, and then I divide it by 2. And I know the answer is 1:60, which is C.
Perfect explanation. I don't need to add anything on that one. We can straight to go to the question number 5. That is the algebraic equation is given. What is the value of A? And the time starts now. Perfect. And Angie, let you explain.
Okay, so the equation is 5A plus 55 divided by B is equal to 0. So now if I think I need to get the answer 0 on the top so that whatever number is divided, it will equal 0. So I'm going to think. First, I'm going to find a random number. For example, 2. I'll replace A with 2. 5A times 2, which is 5 times 2, which is 10. But 10 plus 55 is 65. 65 divided by anything, it's not going to be 0. So now let me think. It has to be a negative number so that it could cancel out. So I can cancel out C, D, and E. Now I'm going to think. Minus 10. Minus 10 times 5 is equal to 50. Minus 50. Minus 50 plus 55 is 5. That won't work. Let me try minus 11. Minus 11 times 5 is minus 55. Plus 55 is equal to 0. So the answer is B.
Perfect. That is the correct explanation. So the answer is B equal minus 11. Let's go to the question number 6. A bar chart given, and let Angie read the question and let's start. Perfect. And can you explain to me, please?
Okay, so the question says, the number of frocks sold by a shop which is open 6 days a week is given in the bar graph below. The number of frocks sold on Saturday is not given in this graph. And as you can see in the graph, it says Monday to Friday. 34 frocks were sold in this week. How many frocks were sold on Saturday? So they've already given the amount of frocks that have been sold in the week, but they haven't given Saturday yet. What I need to first find out is all the 5 days, so then I can minus it from 34 and find out what Saturday is. So first I'm going to find out each one. Monday has 3 frocks, Tuesday 6 frocks, Wednesday 9 frocks, Thursday 8 frocks, and Friday 5 frocks. Now I'm going to add them up. 3 plus 6 is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18, 18 plus 8 is 26, and 26 plus 5 is 31. Now I'm going to do 34 minus 31, which is equal to 3, which is E.
Perfect answer. That is the correct way to do that one. And question number 7. Perfect. And can you explain to me, Anjali, please?
Okay, so Sam sells a chair for £480 at a profit of 20%. What was the original price at which he bought the chair? So the original price is what we need to find out. And the sale price is 480. There's been a 20% increase, which means 480 is 120%. What I want to do is I want to find 100%. What I'm first going to do is divide 480 by 6. So that I'm going to get 20%. 480 divided by 6 is £80. And then I'm going to times by 5 because 20 times 5 is 100. And that's the percentage I want to get. 80 times 5 is equal to 400. So the answer is B.
Very good, right? So Anjali is explaining original price always 100%. Profit 20% mean you add 100 plus 20 is 120%. 120% is 480. You can find the 100% by you divide 6 both sides. So then you get 20% is going to be 80, and then you times by 5 both sides. So 100% is going to be 400. Right, and that is the answer B. And let you, Anjali. Now there's question number 8. It's a kind of a reasoning question. Let's start the question. Perfect. And Anjali, can you explain to me, please?
Okay, so this is a 3-step question. The question is, there are 9 buses and 15 people can sit in each bus. There are 37 boys, 45 girls and 10 babies who are going in this bus. How many spare seats are left? Okay, so this is a 3-step question like I said before. The first step for me to do is to do 9 buses times by 15 people. The answer is 135, which means 135 people can sit in the 9 buses altogether. Then I'm going to do 37 plus 45 plus 10. So 37 plus 45 is equal to 82, plus 10 is 92. Now I'm going to do 135 minus 92, and the answer is 43, which is D.
Perfect answer. I don't need any additional explanation. We'll go to the question number 9, and it's again a reasoning question. Let's start now. Perfect. Anjali, can you explain, please?
Okay, so the question is, Pam is 3 years younger than her brother Pat was 6 years ago. Pam is now 6 years old. How old is Pat? So, it says Pam is 3 years younger than her brother. Pat was 6 years ago, which means 6 years ago, Pat was 9 years old because it's 3 years older than 6. That means also that was 6 years ago. So what we're going to do is add 6 years to 9, which is 15, which means Pat now is 15 years old.
That's perfect answer. The answer is 15. So these type of question, I personally recommend to draw a two-way table. So Pam and Pat, 2 people involved, brother and sister, any 2 people involved, you need to write them in the order as in row. Pam is in first row, Pat is in the second row, and now, and the next one is 6 years ago. So 6 years ago, and I'm just going to be drawing a small table to make sure that when we fully understand this how to do. Now read the question. Pam and Pat there. Pam is now 6 years old. Pam is now 6 years old, right? Now Pam is 3 years younger than her brother 6 years ago, right? So 3 years younger. So 3 years younger means Pat is 9 years old. So that means 9 to 6 is 3 years younger. Now what you want to do is from the 9, if you want to fill up this one, 6 you need to add. So 9 plus 6 is 15. So that's what Angie said. Pat is now 15 years old. Question number 10. It's again a straightforward question. Let's start. Perfect. Angie, can you please explain?
The question says, in the diagram below, two parallelograms are joined together to make a new figure. How many pairs of parallel lines are there in the new figure? So as you can see in the diagram below, just as the question says, there are two parallelograms. So as Sir has already ticked, there's one pair of parallel lines over here, another pair of parallel lines there, two from above on both parallelograms. And then as you can see, there's a hidden one. There's one on either side like this, as the circle says. So the answer is 5, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pairs.
Perfect answer. And now we're moving on to the question number 11. It's an area related question. Let Angie start this one. Perfect. And Angie, you can explain, please?
Okay, so the question says, find the area of the parallelogram, of the area of the shape below. So what I did was I found the altogether sides, so 100 times 40, that's what I did, to find the altogether amount, which is 4,000. Then I minus the small chunks on each corner that's been taken away. As you can see, there's 10 centimeters on that side. It says 10 centimeters, but then it also has parallel lines, which means 10 times 10, which is 100. So 10 times 10 is 100, and there's 4 different chunks that's gone missing. So 400 centimeters has gone missing. What I'm going to do now is going to do 4,000 minus 400, which is equal to 3,600.
Perfect answer. And question number 12, it's all about algebra. Let Angie start this one. Perfect. And Angie, you can explain to me.
So the question says, if 5x is equal to 8y, what is the ratio of x is to y? So what I'm going to do is cross multiplication. I'm going to put the y beneath the x and the x beneath the y, which means it's 8 over 5, as you can see. So it's 8 is to 5 in D.
Perfect explanation. And question number 13, and the time starts now. Perfect answer, perfect timing.
Okay, so the question says, which of the following values is the possible height of the Big Ben in London? As you guys know, if you guys seen it, Big Ben is really, really tall. So 30 meters, 60 meters, and 75 meters, I don't think would be it. However, 120 meters is a bit too tall. So I thought the answer would be 100, which is D.
Correct answer is D. The actual height of the Big Ben is 96 meters. So roughly is 100 meters. You need to remember this one. So question number 14. How many lines of symmetry does a parallelogram have? Perfect. Maybe we have people confuse this parallelogram stuff. So lines of symmetry for parallelogram. Let's Angie explain to me, please.
So I drew a parallelogram for this, and I realized that there are no parallelogram lines.
So line of symmetry, you can't fold anywhere to fold it up. Even if it is diagonally, it won't overlap. Rhombus, it does have a line of symmetry too, but parallelogram, the answer is 0. Well done. And question number 15, again another probability question. The time starts now.
Done.
Perfect. Explain, please.
So it says a box contains 6 pink balls, 7 green balls, 8 black balls. What is the probability of taking out neither pink ball nor black ball? So what we're first going to do is find out how many balls there are all together. So I'm adding 6 and 7 and 8. 6 plus 7 is equal to 13. 7 plus 8 is equal to 21. So there's 21 balls all together. Now I'm going to subtract 6 and 8 because there's not going to be any pink balls or any black balls. So it's good. The answer is 7, and then if you simplify it, it's 1/3. C.
Perfect answer. 1/3 is the correct answer. So neither no means like a none of them. Pink and black cannot be possible. So the answer has to be green over total. So 7/21 is 1/3. And the question number 16 is all about the percentage and the interest calculation. Let's start now. Perfect timing. And Anjali, can you explain to me, please?
Okay, so the question is, Sanchi deposited some amount of money into a saving account. She gets a simple interest of 8% per annum, the same amount of every year. The total value deposit and interest together after 5 years is £280. How much money did she originally deposit? So I'm going to take a random number of £100, for example. So I'm going to get simple interest rate of £100 is £8. So then I'm going to times it by 5 because it's going to be 5 years. So 8 times 5 is equal to 40. Then I'm going to add it to my £100 deposited. So the answer is 140. But this is not the correct answer because it's asking about 280. But it does actually ring a bell because I've realized now that 280 divided by 2 is 140. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to times 100 by 2. So most likely the answer will be 200. But let's quickly check. £200. Let's say she already deposited £200. The interest will be £16. But times it by 5, because it's 5 years, it's going to be £80. 200 plus 80 is 280. So that means 200 is the right answer. C.
Perfect explanation. So you can work out from the answer rather than going through each and every calculation. So it's actually a reverse calculation, reverse percentage challenging question. So pick up a number 200 and work out, and you get the simple interest means find out the interest for 1 year and times by 5. You get the total interest and add with the capital is the total amount. Question number 17. It's again a reasoning question. Let's start now. Perfect. And can you explain to me, please?
Okay, so the question is, the total weight of Mary and Kumar is 85 kilograms. If Mary weighs 3 kilograms less than Kumar, how much does Mary weigh? So I'm going to put the algebraic equation of M plus K is equal to 85 kilograms. So I'm going to replace M with K minus 3 because we know that Mary is equal to Kumar's weight minus 3. So I'm going to put K minus 3 plus K is equal to 85. Then I'm going to move the minus 3 to the other side, which is 85 plus 3. So 2 Kumar is equal to 88. So Kumar is equal to 44. And then I'm going to minus it from 85. 85 minus 44 is equal to 41. So it's A.
Perfect. Or you can do a trial and error method. So as you know, 41 is the Mary's age. Kumar is like if you wanted to add 3 years, so it's going to be 44 Kumar. So at 44 plus 41, 85 is coming. So the answer is A. Question number 18 is an area related question for a kite, and the time starts now. Perfect. And can you explain to me, please?
Okay, so I know that the area of a kite, so the way to work it out is both diagonals, times them together, and then you go divide by 2. The diagonals are shown here as 18 and 50. So what I'm going to do is 18 can go to 9 times, so 9 times 50, which is 450, so the answer is C.
Perfect. You need to remember this equation. If the kite is given multiplication of the two diagonals, divide by 2. And the last two questions, question number 19, please, and the time starts now. Perfect. And can you explain to me, please?
Okay, so the question says, 2 pipelines of equal length are put together with a 40 centimeter overlap. The total length of the pipeline is 220 centimeters. What is the length of each pipeline? So what I did was 220 minus 40, which is equal to 180. And then I divided that by 2, which is 90 centimeters. So the small amounts on each side, which do not have the 40% overlap, is 90 centimeters. Then I added 40 centimeters to it. So I got 90 plus 40, which is 130. So one pipe is equal to 130 centimeters.
Perfect explanation. So you need to take away one from the other. 180 divide by 2. So each side, the hanging length is the 90 plus 40 is 130. And the last question, number 20, it's again a reasoning question. The time starts now. Perfect. And can you explain to me, please?
Okay, so the question is, on a balanced scale, there are tea boxes, which is T, on one side, and coffee boxes, C, on the other. A box of tea weighs 70 grams. How much does one box of coffee weigh? So as you can see, the scale is balanced. So what I'm going to do first is 70 times by 6, which is equal to 420. So I know that it's 420 on each side, so that's why it's balanced. Then I'm going to do the coffee bags. There are 7 coffee bags, I'm going to divide by 7. So 420 divided by 7 is equal to 60 grams, which is B.
Perfect answer. So the B part is the correct answer. So 420, there are 7 bags, and 7 bags divided by 420, 60 is the correct answer. That is the end of the paper 2, and I wish you all the best for all the revisions what you're doing now. So the next week we are going to do a standard maths of 20 questions, and look forward to seeing you. And Angie saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye now, everyone.